I know I look 40 years old, but I'm a little bit older. Hopefully with age comes a little wisdom. And here's what I know. I know how to tell the truth. I know right from wrong. I know how, and I've demonstrated how to do this job. And I know Americans want a president, not a dictator. And I also know no self-respecting American president would ever be Putin's puppy like this guy is. That's what he is. You know, Americans want to protect their freedoms, not give them up. I know what America stands for. We stand for the proposition that all people are created equal and deserve an equal. No, I mean, we've never fully lived up to it. We've never walked away from it, though. And I'll be damned if I'm going to let Donald Trump walk this nation from away from it. Folks, this race is about your family. It's about your freedom. It's about democracy. Are you with me? Are we going to stop Donald Trump? Let's get this done. Let's remember who we are. We are the United States of America, and there's nothing beyond our capacity when we do it together.
Biden had his best night in the last few weeks at his Michigan rally. The past weeks have arguably been the toughest of his political career. But here, he's doing exactly what he needs to do. A. Acknowledging his age, admitting he may mix up names, and emphasizing he's not trying to deceive us. This honesty highlights the most important point. B. This election offers a clear choice between two options. On one hand, there's an older but honest leader who will protect our rights and defend democracy. On the other hand, there's a candidate with a dangerous agenda promising to abolish the Constitution and greatly expand presidential powers, threatening our democracy as we know it. Biden deserves credit for clearly articulating this danger.
Trump Project 2025 will criminalize the shipping of abortion medication, anywhere to deny contraceptive covers, allow a ban nationwide. That's what Project 2025 is calling about. Project 2025 will deploy the Department of Justice to prosecute Trump's enemies. And that's a real deal. Trump's enemies. Trump himself calls his campaign that's what he calls it, revenge and retribution. That's what he says. Well, Trump's 2025 project will eliminate the civil service. No, I'm serious, not a joke, read it. And he'll allow him to hire tens of thousands of civil servants that are running only because they support Trump. They have to take a loyalty oath to Trump beforehand. Folks, that's not the United States of America. Trump's 2025 project will cut Social Security and Medicare, rip away protections for pre-existing health conditions, will eliminate $35 a month cap on insulin, allowing drug companies to jack up the prices back up to $400 a month. Stop Medicare from negotiating lower drug prices. And by the way, I got criticized for taking on taking on the drug companies, the pharma, for that. Well, it's not damn right, it's all right. But by the way, you know what it did? When I won, it cut the federal budget by $160 billion. Trump's Project 2025 will eliminate the department. He wants to eliminate the Department of Education. Not a joke. He wants to cut school lunch programs. I know this almost sounds like a joke, but it's real. He wants to eliminate Head Start for low-income children. His project will allow employers to stop paying overtime for hourly workers, but give the very wealthy another massive tax cut. The tax cut he's proposed is for $5 trillion over the next 10 years. Folks, Project 2025 is going to let him round up over 10 million people in America and put them in detention camps. You heard him say it. You heard him say what he wants to do. That's what he says he's going to do. Ripping them away from their homes, their schools, because Trump calls them animals who poison the blood of America. Look, folks, there's only one reason. Only some of Trump's plan in 2020. It goes on for 900 pages. We've never seen anything like this. And it's not a joke. It's time for us to stop treating politics like entertainment and reality TV. Another 4 years with Donald Trump is deadly serious. Deadly serious. His proposals are deadly serious. America needs to wake up and realize that Trump and his mega republic is what they're trying to do. We're going to join them, we're going to engage them, and we're going to stop them.
And if Trump wins in November, this agenda will come to pass, which should have been an important point for a free press to consider. Instead, the media effectively gave Donald Trump a free pass. The excitement of the horse race drew their focus away from the fact that the Republican nominee plans to consolidate power, severely limit reproductive rights, abolish the Department of Education, deport 15 to 20 million people, end protections for vulnerable communities, and wage war on LGBT and trans Americans. Rather than focusing on these critical issues, they fixated on Biden's poor debate performance and speculated endlessly about what might happen next. I don't know what the future holds, and if anything changes, I'll be the first to report it. But whether it's Biden, Kamala, or anyone else from the left, the truth remains. Democrats will protect your rights, freedoms, and democracy, while Donald Trump will seek to strip them away. The messenger may change, but the message stays the same, and the media's obsession with Trump was glaringly evident here.
Out how I mix up names. I guess they don't remember that Trump called Nikki Haley Nancy Pelosi. Well, no. No more. Donald, no more free passes. Today we're going to shine a spotlight on Donald Trump. We're going to do what the press so far hasn't, but I think they're going to soon. We're going to say who he is, what he intends to do. Folks, Donald Trump is a convicted criminal. He's convicted. He was convicted by a jury of his peers of 34 felonies for paying hush money to a porn star and hiding it from voters in 2016. Donald Trump was found liable for sexual assault by a judge who told us not to be fooled by Trump's brushing it off. Here's what the judge wrote, quote, the judge in that case wrote, Mr. Trump attempt to minimize sexual abuse, finding it frivolous. Mr. Trump raped her. No, it's the judge's language, not mine. He raped her, as many people understand the word rape. Folks, Donald Trump is a business fraud. He lost his license to do business in New York State. Been fined over $400 million for giving false information to banks. And he's still facing charge for mishandling classified information, which is a criminal offense. He's still facing charge for his role in January 6th trying to overthrow the outcome of the 2020 election. He's still facing charges in Georgia for election interference. Remember his phone call? I just need 11,780 votes.
It's important to commend Biden for calling them out on this, and hopefully, public shaming will redirect attention where it needs to be. When a dictator comes to power, the first target is always the same. Not the opposition party, not vulnerable communities, but the media. the very people with the power and the megaphones to expose what that dictator would do. The media in this country has a duty and responsibility to cover this threat. It's not just necessary, but existential. Finally, to conclude with arguably the best moment Biden has had on the campaign so far, here you go.
I've got your back.